Et je me souviendrai toujours de la première visite que j'ai faite. C'était un agriculteur qui avait pas mal d'expérience. Et moi, je venais en visite avec un agriculteur qui était installé dans la région depuis moins longtemps. Et à un moment, on rentre dans la serre et il y avait de magnifiques cultures de tomates. Et là, c'est parti sur quelque chose que je ne connaissais pas du tout, les invasions d'araignées rouges. Et il y a eu un petit échange comme ça sur la façon de résoudre ces problèmes, juste en arrosant, ou je ne sais plus quelle était. Et je me suis dit, waouh, c'est ça. Vraiment, pour moi, c'est ça l'avenir. C'est de savoir communiquer sur, moi j'ai tenté ça, ça a fonctionné ou pas. Et voilà, pour moi, c'est vraiment ça qui est enrichissant.
PGS are locally focused quality assurance systems. They certify producers based on active participation of stakeholders and are built on a foundation of trust, social networks, and knowledge exchange. There are now PGS initiatives in more than 50 countries. There are various approaches to the development of participatory guarantee systems, and a good way to get started is by understanding the context in which a new PGS would operate. Today, Tobias is receiving a delegation of other Ecovida members. They are farmers like him, but also consumers and agronomists, and together they will carry out a peer review of his farm. Peer review is a process whereby people in similar situations assess the production practices of their peers. Peer review is at the core of participatory guarantee systems. It means that the quality control is not carried out by an external inspector, but by members of the same group. And so, it is other farmers together with local consumers who assess the production practices adopted by Tobias and decide if they meet the organic standards adopted by the group.
If we look at the history of PGS in South Africa, or PGS in this region, it was really inspired by what IFOAM did as part of their identifying of PGS when in the early 2000s, when they realized there was an alternative guarantee system that people were using worldwide that was developed as an alternative to third-party certification. When consumers started becoming more aware, they became more demanding, in a sense, demanding from the market a more credible guarantee.
It's very popular because everybody now, they wanted to know what we're doing and everything, and it's very interested because all our customers joining us to see what we're doing and everything, and it's very nice and we love it.
I'm a consumer. I'm a regular shopper there, so I'm there every Thursday to buy my organic produce. Personally, I prefer to have a relationship with the farmer.
The Bryanston market is quite a unique animal.
Are you selling these mangoes?
It has had a very loyal consumer support base or customer support base for 40 odd years.
Firstly, it seems that PGS is a low-cost certification method. Okay, because if you are dealing with a third-party certification, you'll have to, if you don't have the money, you'll have problems getting them in. Secondly, PGS organizes the farmers. Okay? It brings them to work together. Thirdly, PGS has enabled all this training by people, experienced farmers like Levi to his group. Okay, in the third party, an auditor just comes and audits your documents and visit your farm and he's gone.
IFOAM Organics International recognizes the full diversity of organic agriculture, including different forms of verification. Different operators in different markets need different solutions. Participatory guarantee systems provide a credible guarantee for consumers seeking organic produce, while also meeting the needs of small farmers.
A legislação brasileira institui o Sistema Brasileiro de Produção Orgânica, que é o SISORG. Dentro desse sistema brasileiro existe o reconhecimento da certificação participativa. A Rede Ecovida de Agroecologia, através da Associação Ecovida de Certificação Participativa, é reconhecida no Ministério da Agricultura para conferir a qualidade orgânica aos produtos que vêm dos seus membros, dos seus associados.
É uma relação muito mais próxima, ela nos dá, vamos dizer, uma aproximação maior, onde eu sei que eu chegando aqui comprando uma banana, eu sei quem é o produtor. Eu já visitei o bananal dele, eu sei que ele trabalha corretamente. Eu compro um alface, eu sei quem é o produtor, eu já visitei a horta dele. A gente tem uma relação muito próxima com os produtores.
We are allowed as a PGS community to make our own decisions, and that's one of the fantastic things about the PGS, is that you own your whole process, you own the decisions as a group that you make. There's nobody else telling you, okay, that's it, we can make our own decision.
A learning process is another key element of PGS. The learning process unfolds through the exchange of ideas and experiences, and becomes an ongoing dynamic of PGS.
Most of the people that are in this kind of practice, we did not go for training these from colleges, but from a farm visit. That's where we learn and come and implement what we have just shared from the previous visit. From my experience, there is no better system that can be used other than PGS. It's open to everybody.
Visit our website to learn more.